Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Now, I'm really excited for today's video because it's going to be about things not to say to people with speech disorders or speech impairments or anything communication related, because I feel like this is something that actually really needs to be talked about. Like, I just parked my car and I just was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm ready, I'm hyped, because of the fact that people it is the fact that people are always so confused about what to say. And if I really wasn't a person with a speech disorder, I wouldn't have any clue like what to actually say to a person who is struggling, who maybe has like a stutter or something is wrong. So of course I feel like this is something that definitely needs to be talked about. But if you are new here, you should click that little subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like these. We are a small channel, but we are growing, so I hope you join. Okay, so why don't we get into the don'ts? Because I feel like people are like, Jordan, like, what are like we not supposed to say? I guess my biggest thing is, do not tell a person or a child that you cannot understand them. If you tell a person that you cannot understand them, a person's going to get aggravated, right? Well, if you tell a person with a speech disorder, hey, I can't understand what you're saying, it's a bigger stab at them, because this is something that they do struggle with. So of course they're going to be like, well, like, bruh, like what? Like it's going to be somewhat insulting, because people with speech disorders, people with speech communication problems do work really hard to be understood. Also, do not give a person a dirty look if you cannot understand them. Please, for the love of God, watch your facial expressions, because if you give like this like really confused face, of course it's going to be like it's gonna just make you feel some type of way, okay? And if you give them like a really disgusted face, which like you have to be like somewhat of a different type of person if you would give a dirty face to somebody when you cannot understand them. But in my own past, I've had people give me these like really dirty looks, like, what, man? Like, huh? And I'm like, can you stop? Like, can you let me breathe? So no, watch your facial expressions, please. Also, do not laugh. Do not make jokes. Do not mock them. Bruh. I've had people in my past, because people are people and some people are just straight up deep words, okay? It's if I say something, sometimes a person will think that it's funny if they mock the way that I said it. It is not at all funny. It is not at all cute. You look dumb. You should stop. Like, that is not something to make fun of. That's not something to make a joke about. Now some people may be different and may be able to joke about it, but I have never encountered a person with a speech disorder that is okay with it, because people with speech disorders and these different communication disorders are more likely to be the punchline of a joke. So it is something that you shouldn't poke of, make fun of. Like, just like save your comments and actually worry about what the person is trying to say. So that brings me to my next point, which is, what things can you say when you cannot understand a person? And in what ways can you help? Because it's really awesome when people are like willing to help. Like, that's like really kind of people, because people don't owe you nothing. So like, if a person wants to take the like time, it's like, well, like, thank God. Things that you can say. Now, this is my own input. A different person can be completely different, and these things that I'm okay with people saying, they could be like, no, like, I don't like those things said. But these are things that are okay with me. It is okay for a person to ask me to simply just repeat what I said, because if you cannot understand something that I'm trying to say, I want you to ask me to repeat what I said, because I don't want you to like try to make like you understood what I said when you really didn't, because then I'm not getting my point across. Something else that is okay with me is that when people just ask me to say that again, it is some people too might say, hey, like, I couldn't hear what you said. Could you repeat that? And in those cases, there are some people that I know that they did hear what I say, but they did not want to be rude and they really didn't know what to say. So they'll just say, hey, like, I really couldn't hear. Like, can you just repeat that? And I'll be like, fine, yeah. And I think that's actually really nice of people too, because those people are not making you feel bad for having the speech problem or the trouble with talking. So it's really cool and really nice of people when they do that. My last point, simply ask the person, when I cannot get what you're trying to say, what is okay with you? And this is completely fine to have a conversation about. And I've had my friends, I've had people in my college, people at work ask me, hey, like, what is okay for me to say when I cannot make out what you're saying? Because I don't want to be rude. And that is a conversation that I am happy to have, because it tells me that the person cares enough that they are willing to take the time to hear, hey, this is okay, this is not, blah, blah, blah. And third of all, once again, is really kind of the person. So really, this is all about really just being kind and saying like, hey, like, I want to make sure that I'm going to say something that you're okay with. Well, that wraps up today's video. I really hope you guys liked it. I will be leaving my social media links down below, so make sure to check those out, and I'll talk to you guys later, okay? See ya, bye.